It was a long night
Tired?
last night. Yeah.
What did you do?
It was our anniversary, so we went out and ate,
Oh, that's
drank,
basically you got.
other adult activities.
Ooh.
Hello, everybody. I'm
Hey
Milkman,
guys, I'm Reverend.
and this is the Milkman Reverend Show.
We
And
are back
we're
after how
back.
long?
Yeah, when did we record last? We recorded 6/16, so it's been a little over a month.
A little over a month. That's not bad.
Yes, because this is August now. Yeah. So, we're
For
sorry.
us, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Though. What? Anyway. No, I was looking at these other episodes. It's like. Oh, that's totally different. That's why. Never mind. Not important. That's because all the published dates on some of these episodes are all the same. It's like, oh, that's because I transferred all these episodes over because we're back on our own feed again. So yeah, you can. Yeah, everybody, you can find our own feed on iTunes. You don't have to listen to the Couch Co-op anymore. You can just go to Milkman and Reverend.
Yeah, fuck those Couch Co-op guys.
Yeah, fuck them. And you can leave us emails at milkmanreverend@gmail.com. You can see it on the screen if you're watching us on Spotify or on YouTube.
We even have a Twitter that I'm kind of moderating and watching.
Do you even do that still?
I'm on Twitter all the time.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
you haven't left? You're the one person that hasn't left? Actually, Bryn hasn't left. Bryn still... Well, Bryn doesn't post, but she does read stuff.
Yeah, well, I post stuff on there.
Oh, all your toys?
All my
adventures?
Toys. Yeah, my daily action figures at work.
Cool. Well, Rev and I thought we should try and be a little timely since a lot of things have been popping off the past week or so, past month, with a big movie that came out and also San Diego Comic-Con that happened. There's a lot of stuff we could talk about. So, I didn't read any of the comics. I said, what were we going to read?
Fuck, what were we going to read?
Were we going to read the first 12 issues of X-Men 2099? Is that what the plan was?
Oh, shit. I think it was.
Anyway, I didn't do that. Yeah, because I still have to find some of the issues towards the end to do the whole run, but we thought we'd kick off doing that, at least the first run of that. I don't know what the first run is. Probably 12 issues. I don't know.
Probably.
But anyway, I didn't do it. Rev clearly didn't do it. But we are just going to do a review of Wolverine and Deadpool.
And it's going to have fucking spoilers, so suck it.
Yeah, all spoilers. You know what would have been funny if the movie so the movie is Deadpool and Wolverine, but it would have been funny if in the theater the movie was called Wolverine and Deadpool. Anyway, didn't happen. Or did. No.
Or did it?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Everything that we saw in SDCC.
Everything we SDCC, but we'll talk about the movie first.
Yeah.
So I was going to hold off and not watch it and just wait because I don't like going to theaters. And I don't usually care about spoilers. Rev knows this. I don't really give a shit about spoilers.
No, he doesn't.
So I usually can hold out. But I felt so compelled to have to watch this thing. I didn't really want to get... I just knew that spoilers were going to start. And spoilers are everywhere now. You can't avoid it.
No.
It just pops up everywhere in my feed. So I'm kind of glad I did watch it. But usually I don't care. But it was actually fun to watch it without knowing anything about it. Or at least with what they already told us in the trailers and stuff.
The one trailer that I watched, yeah.
But I did ultimately watch it. I've watched it a few times. And so has Rev. Rev just got back from a viewing.
I did. By myself. Because fuck everybody who doesn't want to go with me.
They can only handle so much Merc with a mouth, I guess.
Pussies.
Who did you go see with your first?
First time I went with my little brother.
Oh, okay. And then the second time you went alone?
No, second time I went to Seattle.
Oh, with
Tyler.
You went all the way up? You take the train?
Yeah, I took the train.
All the way up just to go see it with Tyler.
Well, that's our thing. When I fell off the roof and broke my wrist, we had just got done watching Deadpool.
I see.
Yeah.
You can take the train to Vancouver, you know.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend that money. I can also take the Max to Delta Park and say, "Hey, come get me."
I think the train from like Portland to Vancouver is like super cheap. I think.
Oh, probably. But I also could just, hop on the Max and say, "Hey, Ian, I'm at the
Oh,
Delta Park. Come
this
get
is
me."
true. This is true. Anywho, yeah. So we've seen it a few times. We're gonna talk spoilers. I guess just your initial experience with it. Like, what do you just think of it?
The first time I saw it, I could not stop laughing. That movie was pretty much a laugh a minute for me. I loved it. Just absolutely loved it. From the opening scene to the very end.
I guess my initial thing was, I did find it really funny. I don't, I just couldn't believe how much more violent it was than all the other Deadpool movies.
Oh God, it was so violent.
It's just
Especially
like
that
it's like
opening scene.
it's like I mean, yeah, all the jokes. I mean, the jokes are like what the jokes are, but like the violence level on this movie is like through the roof. I just like, wow, this is a Disney movie. Like, if you're gonna kick off your rated R adventures, I guess you just do it up because like even the fucking Johnny Storm, that was like fucking grotesque. Like that is like some really fucked up shit. Like
That was really fucked up.
like I just and horrifying. Like if I were a kid watching this, like the whole Cassandra Nova stuff where she sticks her hands in your face, like that
Oh
was
God, that
fucking
was.
gross and creepy as fuck. Like just like if it wasn't for the comedy and if this was just like a
Mhm.
seriously tonal movie, I gotta imagine like they had to trim out some of the violence to keep it at R.
It
Like
was almost. It was verging on X.
I mean, there's gotta. I'm curious what the director's cut of this movie is going to be like because
Oh, I hope it's good.
I
I
gotta
hope it's.
imagine they had to cut out so much stuff to keep it R.
Yeah,
Like
they had to have.
I mean, yeah, it's wild. Like I was just that's my first impression was just like holy moly, like just the opening sequence alone is just fucking crazy. I mean, we all remember that original opening sequence of Deadpool and it's funny and it does. I mean, he's all the openings have been kind of that similar kind of showing the credits, violent
Hmm.
action thing.
Yeah.
But holy cow, like the amount of just like the part where he's like fucking the dude in the ass and in the nuts, like where he's stuck. It's like what?
Being Wolverine is hard.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck. It's just like wow, yeah. So it's just more just shock that like I mean I knew it was gonna be Deadpool rated R. I just didn't think it was gonna be this level of rated R.
It was like a super R.
It was crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I did notice too, like it's probably the shorter of the two Deadpool of the other two, because like
Is it?
it's only 2 hours and 4 minutes long. It's a pretty short movie, which is kind of interesting.
How long is the other one?
Well, I feel like the other ones are longer. At
I
least
feel like
at
they were
least
about the
definitely
same.
the second one is
I
long.
feel like they were the same.
You think so? I guess I could
I
check
think so.
this.
Well, yeah, you're the one who has a computer.
Deadpool. So, what other things do you want to? I mean, we have lots to talk about. I don't know where you want to start.
Oh yeah. Well, let's start at the beginning.
All
The
right.
the fight scene, the very very opening fight scene,
The dance sequence.
the dance sequence fight scene. That was fuck. That whole scene with Logan's bones. I don't think I stopped laughing for that whole 4 or 5 minute intro.
Yeah, I honestly like. I didn't even think that's where they were going to start it. Like, I didn't. The whole like desecrating Logan, that
Yeah.
film. I didn't think that's where that. Yeah, I was like completely shocked that he was going to dig it up, and I was like, oh, is he really going to be alive, or what are they going to do here? And then it was a pretty funny way to kick off the film.
Yeah, it was great. And him using Wolverine's bones, Logan's bones, as weapons throughout that whole fight scene.
All right, I was wrong. You were right.
Really?
Deadpool Wolverine is the longest at 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Deadpool 2 is exactly 2 hours, and Deadpool 1's an hour and 40. It's an hour. It's 108 minutes. So what is that? 100 and so it's like a hour and
Like
48
an hour
minutes.
and a half,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So I was wrong. I stand corrected. For some reason, I thought they were longer. but because this one flies by.
Yeah. Well, this one is just hyper violent.
Nonstop, just
Yeah. Non-stop fuckery.
like it barely gets a chance to breathe.
From laughing so hard, or just
Well, it's just
everything?
the pace is just like so fast. Like it doesn't even give you like time to kind of question certain things. It's like it just like constantly is trying to like
one after the other.
well here there's a plot hole, but don't worry about that plot hole because like there's something else is happening. You know, it's like
Yeah.
But yeah, that opening dance sequence is hilarious. The using Wolverine's bones and using his claws to kill all these TVA dudes is pretty hilarious.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah. So
The one dance when he's fighting the TVAs with the bones, and he's does he stab the guy in the head and hit him in the dick with it?
oh
It
right.
looks like he's ejaculating through the dick. That made me laugh so fucking hard.
I love how he like stabs himself with the claws through his arm.
Being Wolverine is hard.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It was, oh god, I just, even when
They're-
I knew what was coming up, even though I knew it was coming up when I went to go see it today, I was still laughing my ass off.
I mean, obviously there's moments where you're like, what the fuck? Kind of like, how does that work? But like, you kind of just say, fuck it, it's a comic book movie. Like when he's wearing the actual claws and he pops them, it's like,
Yeah.
how does that work? But whatever.
Who the fuck cares? Just do it.
Let's just do it. It's funny.
It was great. And his fucking commentary to the audience when he pops the claws. I am so wet right now.
It's just crazy how hard it goes against.
Oh god.
Not only against, to the audience, to Disney, to Marvel, just like it's just relentless. Like that was just the biggest shock. I guess on the surface you look at it and it's like, yeah, it is just another Deadpool movie where he's just being crazy and stuff. But like just how relentless it is to the to the topics, I was just like, yeah, let's go. So then after that, what happens? He goes to, he kind of does a little flashback scene to how he got there.
Yeah.
So you see all the, I guess this is the kind of the saddest part of this movie is that those 9 friends really don't get a lot to do.
No, they don't. And where was Cable?
Yeah, I guess they did. No, there were talks about that he wasn't in it. I guess it doesn't really matter because everyone kept saying they weren't in it, and then they ended up being in it. So I don't know why Cable. Who knows? But none of that fun. I mean, we get a little dope ender.
Yeah, a little bit.
He tells a story that they've all heard before, but you don't get a lot of kind of classic of their interaction. You don't get. You get I guess there's quite a bit of Al. Of all the friends, she gets the most play.
Of course.
Oh, I guess Peter gets.
Peter gets a lot.
He gets a lot of play, I guess. But everyone else is pretty silent. Even Vanessa. She's kind of like the heartstring that pulls him through the movie, but she's really not in it.
Yeah, she's barely in it. She's like in the flashback scene, and then at the very end.
Right. It's funny, but I guess that's what they had to do to like make room for everything else, which is fine. And if you miss them, you can go watch the first 2 movies. It's
exactly, they're heavy in the first 2 movies.
Yeah, so, but and you kind of figured that was going to happen, but it's just and then after that, he gets kidnapped by the TVA, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Get all the sexual innuendo about pegging and a lot of eye contact from this guy. That was pretty funny.
That was really funny. My brother didn't understand it, but his girlfriend, she was like, "Oh, that's really fucking hilarious."
That's pretty hardcore. So it goes to the TVA, and then the TV. I don't really understand this.
What's that?
Like this line of dialogue. Okay, I don't understand this plot. This is the one thing about the movie as we get into things. Like, they need Deadpool for something, and I guess it's the Thor, this MacGuffin of like Thor's crying, the whole, but like that's never explained, and what actually they need Deadpool for. He's like, hey, do this, or come here for this certain thing that we need you for. What is that thing?
I don't know.
See, we don't know. It's never explained in the movie, like what he wants him for, or what they think.
What they think they want him for?
Is that just like the whole like thread of like this nothingness the Deadpool exists in? I'm trying to like understand. Like, obviously they want to kill his timeline and they want to pull him out of it, but for what? We never know. We never get that explanation.
Marvel Jesus.
No, that's Wade's explanation. That's not why they pulled him out. We have no real. He doesn't ever say. If you watch it, it's just like what? It's just such a. We don't give a fuck. And then as soon as you like, and it doesn't give you time.
Because it doesn't give you a chance to think about it.
Because then the next thing you know, he's like left to like go save his timeline. It's just kind of but that lingers, and even at the end, you're just like we still don't know why Deadpool, why Thor is cradling Deadpool, and maybe I don't think Marvel knows. I think that's just some stupid thing that they.
It's probably their MacGuffin for when Deadpool comes for the multiverse saga.
Probably, they're gonna have to like do this scene. Or they won't ever do it. It'll just be a forgotten plot thread that's but
it'll be one of their big running jokes.
Hinges the entire Deadpool being in the Marvel universe. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. What happens after this? He goes, "Oh, this is where it sends him back to dig up Wolverine." Yeah, the Wolverine. Yeah. And then that catches us up to date. And then he just and then it gets to the cool comic geek nerdy shit where he does the montage of
which was a great montage.
Which is fucking awesome. It does everything, as a Wolverine fan, you get all these kind of like little nods of like Hulk versus Wolverine. You get the fucking classic Wolverine crucified cover. You get Old Man Logan. And then you get the Cavalry, which was pretty funny. But
Cavalry was pretty awesome.
Unlike what everyone's, I don't think I think they just did it as a joke. But like, fuck Cavill. Oh, yeah. I would never want Cavill as a Wolverine.
Well, they did do Cavalry as a joke.
I think anyone could be. Honestly, anyone could be. I'm surprised they didn't get what's his name, Harry Potter.
Daniel
Radcliffe, because everyone's been talking about him to be Wolverine. That'd have been hilarious if they had gotten him to do it.
That would have been pretty funny.
The little 5-foot Wolverine was hilarious.
Oh God, Short King Wolverine.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I mean, actual height Wolverine, I think is
comic accurate.
Well, he's a little more stocky, but yeah, he's the right height. I don't think he was the right stockiness, but
no, he wasn't the right stockiness, but he was the right height.
It's pretty funny. All that stuff is pretty funny.
Yeah, I agree. It was pretty great.
But yeah, seeing that cover, that Jim Lee cover, pretty sick.
Yeah, the crucified Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Actually, I loved it.
Here's the thing that like, though I will like say, he's jumping around from timeline to timeline, but technically, aren't all those stories 616 stories? except for the Cavill thing.
And Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, Age of Apocalypse! I forgot about that one. Yeah, but like Patch, Hulk versus
Patch is 616.
Hulk versus Wolverine is 616.
John Byrne Wolverine, yeah.
The Crucifixion is 616. What else did they show? And I guess technically Old Man Logan can be 616 in the future, unless you're doing the other storyline where it's the alternate Old Man Logan, right? Because isn't the original Old Man Logan 616?
No, it's an alternate universe.
So there's never an Old Man Logan in our universe?
There is, but he's from an alternate universe.
Oh, so that's the same one in... So the original... But like, okay, that's retcon though, right? Probably?
Yeah, it was retcon.
Because the original Old Man Logan storyline was probably just a future
616,
right?
But they retconned it to make it an alternate reality.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so that doesn't make a lot of sense to me if he's jumping around timelines, but really a lot of that's in the same timeline. But
Well, a lot of them, they could be alternates.
I guess. I
I,
suppose.
I thought it was kind of cool seeing Age of Apocalypse Wolverine.
For sure. They didn't. I was hoping, though. I guess I was hoping he'd pop the claws in his stump, but that didn't.
That would have been cool. I would have liked that.
But
I would have liked that to have him just pop the claws right through Deadpool through the stump.
that would have been cool, but that didn't happen.
No.
But that would have been cool. Because that's the big kind of reveal in that Weapon X storyline when they're fighting, and like he still has the claw in that arm. Anyway, stupid. Anyway, nerd shit.
Lots of nerd shit.
Anyway, that was like a early climax in the movie. That like just all this shit. Like, oh my god, what the? Oh, holy shit. Oh, and then he's wearing the old new brown suit. You're right. You already mentioned the burn, but brown suit when the Hulk thing, that was cool. Which was teased in Wolverine, but we never got to actually see it.
No, we never got to see that costume.
That's the closest we had gotten to a costume. Oh well. What happens after that?
He finds his Wolverine.
Oh yeah, that's right. He finds his Wolverine. That's right.
Yeah, he finds his Wolverine in a bar that's from another universe where he let the X-Men down.
Yep. Which you've seen a lot of that in the trailer.
Yes.
And then it's fun too after this. Once he like passes out from drinking, it's like and Deadpool makes the joke about what are these pajamas he's wearing or whatever. As soon as the next scene, he's in the yellow suit for the rest of the fucking movie. Yellow suit. It's just like, oh, fuck you, dude. You're just wearing it.
Yeah, I just took off all your clothes in the fucking bar.
Just on the way. Yeah, it's like what? He's just like, or he's in a bar and he's just like that'd be a funny scene. Just like all these guys are just watching this guy strip all these clothes out this dude. It's just like, what is that about? Anyway,
maybe that'll be in the director's cut.
That'd just be funny. Just like, oh, I'm just gonna take these off. He's taking off his pants, and then he just throws them through a portal. It's pretty funny.
That was pretty good. I did enjoy that.
And then we're in the fucking.
Then we're back to the TVA.
Oh yeah, we're back to the TVA. And then we're told that this Wolverine let his world down and all this stuff.
And that he's the worst Wolverine in reality and yada yada.
And then we find out that this TVA guy's on he's on the fringe. He's not doing
kind of a
dick, but he's also not working within the confines
TVA
of the TVA. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so he gets panicked and he sends them to the
void.
The void with all the stuff that gets forgotten, all the toys that.
Yeah, the Isle of Misfit Toys.
Yeah, there you go. And then that's all the cameos after this. Well, there's a fight. There's an actual. We get the
very first Wolverine
Deadpool fight.
Which
yeah, it's fun.
Fuck, that was a great fight. You could tell they were just having fun doing that too. I wonder how many times they reshot that because of Ryan Reynolds just cracking jokes.
I mean, it's fun to work with your friends. That's what they kept saying. I don't know how much press stuff you watched for this, but I watched a lot.
Afterwards, I watched a lot of the press stuff.
I've watched a lot of the press stuff, and the Hot Ones is really funny. I don't know if you've watched that, but the Hot Ones.
I haven't watched that.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, but they just talk about how much they loved working together. So, and obviously it's apparent their timing with each other and the way they interact with each other is really on point.
Everything they did with each other was so great.
Anyway, they are fighting, and then there's some marauders coming. It's all very kind of Mad Maxy. Deadpool he references the fact that wouldn't that be stealing IP? But it's all very Mad Maxy, like Marvel Mad Max. It's kind of funny.
But before that, we get to see Johnny Storm.
Well, they're coming, and then he lands because he's like, "Hold on, friends." Yeah. Well, I guess it happens about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't know he's Johnny Storm. We think he's Cap. They all think he's Cap.
We think he's Cap because he's got red and white
right,
white and blue on, and he's got the wraps and everything. So we think it's Cap.
So the first time I saw it, I was like, "There's no way that's Cap. It's got to be."
Yeah.
I was like, I get it, but I'm 100% sure that that's not Cap. So yeah, and I like how like there's all these different cars. Like there's the Fantastic Four floating car thing.
Oh yeah, the Fantastic Car.
Fantastic Car. I'm surprised there wasn't really a spider buggy.
That
would have been kind of fun.
The motorcycle car was really fucking out there.
But yeah, so that happens. Pseudo Cap lands and he's gonna like protect them from all these people.
He does a great superhero landing.
Yeah, and then he's revealed to not be Cap. He's
Johnny Storm.
And he quickly gets disposed of by Pyro.
Which didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's like Pyro sucked all his energy.
Yeah, that didn't. Yeah, it's not Johnny Storm. He channels the power of the fucking sun.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to go back. I don't know. You'd have to. Maybe it's part of the Fox continuity that Johnny Storm sucked and he's weak. I don't know.
Well, Johnny Storm went Nova in the Fox movie.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I haven't seen those in so long.
Well, they're dead now. They're gone.
No, they're part of continuity now.
Well, they're part of the yes, they are. Yes. They're in the multiverse.
Part of the multiverse. Anyway, so yeah, Pyro. A tier Johnny Storm gets destroyed by C tier Pyro. Somehow within this world. Sure. Anyway, so they get captured.
Well, what about Deadpool and Sabretooth?
Oh, Sabretooth. I was actually happy that fight was so quick.
Yeah.
But I felt bad that it was like so quick too for that character. It's like they brought him back and then that's it.
Just to kill him.
But yeah, it was cool like that fight like Sabretooth is actually nothing. Because like those guys have fought for so long and it was like this dude just like fucking cut off his head. It's just like
the Wolverine that Deadpool pulled was probably just knew how to kill Sabretooth.
Probably. I guess I was hoping for something else, like popping the claw through the middle claw through his head or something.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Because
the way they did it, you didn't even know what the fuck happened until right as it happened.
Right. But they off that one pretty fast.
Yes, they
did. It's fine.
Did you have more to say about that?
Well, I just, I would have liked.
You would have liked the fight to be a little bit longer?
No. I just would wish it would have been a little more. I don't know. It's fine. Could have been better, but it's fine.
Yeah,
it works for me. I mean, I'm glad it was fast. I like the fact that it was fast because we just saw a big fight with Deadpool and Wolverine, so I'm glad that the Sabretooth fight was fast. I was hoping for the pop claw. I was just like, they push him and just like pop. I don't know. I would have preferred that, but
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Can't have everything.
No, you cannot.
That's 2 pop claws I didn't get. Not a lot of, like the claw jokes. We didn't get the Apocalypse popping the stump, and we didn't get the Sabretooth middle claw. Anyway.
No, we did not. But, we got a lot of Wolverine in this.
Yeah, 100%. So then after this, they get taken to the Cassandra Nova's base, the giant dead Ant-Man.
Yes.
Which is wild that she lives inside his head. It's great.
And Deadpool's joke that Paul Rudd finally aged.
Which is weird. This is like, I just watched a Paul Rudd movie that I had never seen, and I think it's fucking 2008 or something. It was with Sean William Scott, Role Models.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
I've never seen that movie. I didn't even know it existed. I think it's 2008. But
it's something like that.
It's a fucking long time ago. And the dude looks the same, dude.
He doesn't age. He's an immortal.
It's funny. So, like, I used to like not kind of brush that whole he doesn't age thing, kind of brush it off because I've never really followed Paul Rudd's career until recently when he's in the Marvel Universe.
Uh-huh.
So like all the old stuff I've seen him in, it never really registered. But then watching that movie, because I love Sean William Scott, I'm a huge Sean William Scott, the bulletproof monk. Anyway, no, not gonna pick up on that comic book reference. That's cool. All right.
Bulletproof monk.
Have you never seen? Have you ever seen that movie?
I actually had to turn it off. It was that bad.
No, it's great. Oh
I didn't like it.
All right, fine. Anyway, so yeah, so I saw that, and you're right, Paul. The joke about him aging finally is funny. Are we just to think that that's like one of the variants from the quantum verse or something? Quantum?
It has to be.
Like what?
It has to be one of the variants from the multiverse.
Because all that stuff's generally, well, except for I guess that's not. I mean, obviously there's. I guess they had to have more current Marvel stuff in the void than just all these Fox toys.
Yeah.
You have.
That was the
you have
only
Eliath,
thing.
obviously. That's from.
Well, yeah, Eliath.
So that's obviously from the Marvel universe, and then you have Ant-Man. Was there anyone else that's proper Marvel that was in that? Or current? I don't think so.
Chris Hemsworth made his appearance in that short video.
You think that's in the void?
No. I mean, in the video.
Right. I guess I was saying in the void if there's any, because obviously the TVA is from Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
The current Marvel
there
universe.
Was the Milano.
The Milano. Oh, the ship was in the. Yeah, you're right. It was crashed in the ground. You're right.
Yeah, and then Cap's triangular shield.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where was that?
That was right when there's panning out for Wolverine and Deadpool to fight in their very first fight.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
No, you're gonna have to rewatch it again.
Gonna have to.
How did you not catch that?
I don't know. I guess I didn't notice it. Anyway,
wow.
I might have been farting. I don't know. I've seen it like 3.5 times.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Well, this is not true. I've seen the. We'll get to it, but I've seen the Wolverine to the end, like the proper masking Wolverine. I've seen that like 100 times, right? I've watched that on repeat, like most of the time. Well, I've seen the movie through 3 times, but I've watched the ending of the movie like 100 times, dude. Like,
okay.
I just keep watching that over and over again.
Well, it's such a great scene, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, it's just yeah. So anyway, what happens? Oh yeah, so they're in there and it's like a standoff, and she's exposition. She's introducing herself and who she is, and she's Xavier's twin and all this stuff. Blah blah blah. And they try to fight her, but they can't because she's powerful and
she's overpowered.
And then is this where the Johnny Storm shit goes down? Like Wade, or do they attack her first?
This is where Johnny Storm gets.
Yeah.
Johnny Storm.
Whew. I was not expecting this. I mean, it's hilarious as Deadpool sets him up with all this like shit talking, and he's like, "What? No." All this shit, and he's like, "I didn't even know what that means." It's a hilarious sequence, and then it's just followed by horror. It's just freaking, like, what just happened?
Rips the skin off of him.
Oh, it's so gross. I wish someone in the background would have just thrown up. Honestly, like one of the other characters, just like, bleh. Like I think that would have been hilarious. Like, just so horrifying.
Right?
It's got to be the grossest death. Almost up there with like, I guess, I mean, well, you know what? Mr. Fantastic's variant in, what movie is that? Is it, Doctor Strange?
Multiverse of Madness?
The way he goes out is pretty brutal. Not as brutal as this, but it's like,
no.
But it's
just becomes spaghetti.
Yeah, it's just gross. It's like, well, that's fucked up. But it's just kind of funny, like, these Fantastic Four guys are just getting brutally murdered. It's like there's some kind of theme going on here. Anyway.
Oh. Like Marvel doesn't care much for the old Fox universe.
But anyway, so yeah, Johnny Storm just falls in a pile of his organs, and that's gross. And they try to attack. They fail miserably, and then we get the first face fucking with Deadpool, where she's running her hands through his, and that's just fucking. And they do
disturbing as all
It's
hell.
disturbing, and they do it multiple times. Well, for Wolverine, they do it differently, but
yeah,
everyone else, it's like
we get to
her
that.
fingers are coming out their nose and shit. It's just like fucking, ugh. It's unsettling.
It is pretty fucking gross. It is pretty fucking gross.
It's just like and I like her things like, you know, she has to get more intimate with her character. You know, how she's talking about her brother can do it, but she has to get. And that's kind of
personal.
It's kind of a fun. I don't know is that even true, because I don't know much about her.
Well, she does put her hands through people, but she's also a pretty powerful telepath.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that happens. Eliath is on its way. They escape. Is that supposed to be like a sentinel foot?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Sentinel foot from, I think, X-Men 3.
Seems like a pretty small sentinel foot, but...
Well, they were small in the third X-Men movie, at the very end of it, where they all go into the danger room. Not the
first, at the beginning of the danger room where they take out the big one.
No, that in the very third X-Men movie, directed by Ratner.
Right.
Yeah.
But doesn't that open up in the danger room too, where they take down a huge sentinel?
It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. I don't remember. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So yeah. So they launch. Wolverine knows the sentinels, so he uses a foot to launch themselves and fly away.
Kind of just jetpack away in a bad jetpack.
Yeah. So they escape. We land in like some fucking field. They have a little like talky talk. And then we get Dogpool.
Fucking Dogpool.
And like instantly Wade's in love.
Oh yeah.
With his dog. It's like the greatest thing he's ever seen. And it also seems like the dog loves him. Like it doesn't like Nice Pool at all. Like it doesn't want. It's like it's like held captive by this just overly charming, beautiful
Canadian
man. Well, regular Deadpool is Canadian.
Yeah, well, this one is more Canadian.
He even talks about that in the beginning when he's like, "Keep my country out of your mouth," and he bounces and my sword. That's hilarious too. We forgot to mention that when he bounces his sword into that guy's mouth. That's fucking hilarious.
That was awesome.
It's like thing happened so fast, dude. It was like thing. But yeah,
I missed that the first time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw. I was like, what? That was just so funny. It's like, oh. But yeah, so we're in the field, we're on the plains somewhere. I guess in the borderlands ish, or we're on the way to the borderlands. We're not quite there.
On the way to the borderlands, yeah.
They couldn't come up with a better term.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, Nice Pool. We learned that there's the Deadpool core, and there's a Lady Pool. There's all this Lady Deadpool. There's all this stuff, and then he wants the dog. Nice Pool won't give him the dog, but he will give him his car. Then there's this whole drama that spills out about fucking Honda Odyssey and how it's the worst car ever.
Yep.
Oh, it's important to it's important to mention. It's funny how it all ties together too, because they were working for like this CarMax type thing in the beginning. Like he gave up being Deadpool
because he was refused to be an Avenger by Happy Hogan.
Right. And so he can't do what he wants to do. He can't be any of use, so he hangs up the suit, basically.
The suit, and basically gives up on life.
And then Vanessa, that's why she leaves him.
Yes.
Because she thinks he's better than that. But
yes.
Anyway, so that's basically his motivation to save his... Anyway. Still doesn't give us the reason why they want him for the Marvel Universe, except that he makes lots of money, and that would have been a good joke, but they didn't use that.
That would have been a good joke.
But anyway, so they're Honda Odyssey, talking shit about it. They're gonna borrow it, and he tries to steal the dog, but the corn is too thick, I guess. Corn stalks can't escape.
That was a great
It's just so like dumb, but like okay. I kind of thought he was gonna kill Nice Pool right there. But
yeah,
he didn't. which is fine because the way anyway, they get in the car, they drive off, and this is my favorite Wolverine Deadpool fight because they're driving and they're annoying, kind of road tripping and quipping, and Wolverine is really getting annoyed by him. And then Wolverine just unloads on him, saying he's useless and shitty and all this stuff that is probably kind of true.
Yes.
And then Deadpool's just quiet and then just says, I'm going to fight
I'm going to fight you now.
And then it just... And Wolverine kind of smiles and laughs. Right. And then they just start fucking destroying each other and the car. Which then brings us back to the moment when they kind of take a pause and he goes, I was wrong about the Odyssey. The Odyssey fucks or something like that. It's fucking hilarious. It's like, but yeah, they're just fucking everything, dude.
Hey. Oh God, I think that, in my opinion, was one of the best fights.
It's hilarious. I always like close, kind of confined fights that you're kind of
close quarter fights.
Yeah, and then
they have to be creative.
Gets thrown out of the car, one gets thrown through the roof, and then and then they're just like basically they just get exhausted, and then it shows them.
They push their hailing factors to the limits.
Right. And basically Wolverine has them all tied up in seatbelts. It's pretty hilarious.
I love that. I laughed so hard when they revealed that from the aerial view.
Yeah.
God, that made me laugh so hard.
I also love when Wolverine throws him out through the window and then starts breaking his arm and he's like, no, and then he breaks his arm and it's great. It's great.
It was really good. It was, yeah, I like that fight. That is one of my favorite fights.
And then mysterious figure shows up and drives them away.
Yes.
Cue second round of mass cameos.
But good cameos, too, though.
It's hilarious. It's pretty funny. I mean, all the other villain cameos, and Johnny Storm is a great cameo. I mean,
oh yeah, he was a fantastic cameo. That was one I was not expecting.
These ones, we knew Jennifer Garner was in it. The other two, I didn't know anything about.
I didn't know anything about Blade.
I didn't know anything about Blade, exactly. I had heard rumblings that Jennifer Garner was in the movie, the movie release, so Elektra's probably in it. I didn't know when or where or how. Mm-hmm. And they're cameos, but they're pretty decent-sized cameos. I mean, they get a whole fight.
They were long
cameos. They get a whole... I mean, so they get a good talking sequence, and then they get a car sequence, and then they get a good fight sequence. I mean, so it's more than just like...
It's more than just a cameo.
It's not like Brad Pitt flying into some,
power
lines, and you get like 1.7 seconds of his face, shortest cameo in the history of anyway. But yeah, so they're kind of Deadpool and Wolverine are just like quipping with each other, and
Deadpool hears something,
and Wolverine's just fucking pounding the whiskey or the bourbon or whatever, and in walks slow motion Elektra. And then
slow motion Blade.
Then Blade.
And then surprise to everybody,
fucking Gambit.
Fucking Channing Tatum Gambit.
Yeah. Great cameo. Glad he's not Gambit. Cameo. Great cameo. Glad he's not Gambit. I don't think.
Why?
He's too fat looking.
He did look a little chubby.
Gambit needs to be tall and lanky.
Yeah, that is true.
He's just like... And then I think his French accent's not very good. His Cajun French accent's not very good. And I love the fact that Deadpool constantly makes fun of it. Like, what did you say? Yeah, it's like... And he's like saying English, but Deadpool's like, what? I think... And he's like making fun of his dialect coach and all this shit.
And asking if his dialect coach was a fucking minion.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But... So Jennifer Garner talks, and she talks about, Daredevil died, and he apologizes, and she's kind of like, oh, that's okay, it's not that big a deal, or something like, kind of throwing Ben Affleck under the bridge, under the bus. It's pretty hilarious.
It was really good.
Blade's great. It's like, I thought you were retired, and he's like,
retarded?
No, and then
you want me to get canceled?
And then there's a joke about them not liking each other.
Oh God, that was a good joke.
And then the whole Gambit thing. Yeah, and then we already knew that Daphne Keane as X-23 was in the movie, but then they revealed that she is also the fourth kind of group.
And she's the one who
Saved
grabbed them
yeah,
from the
found
car.
them and drove them. And then very quickly, Deadpool's like, well, we can all team up, and we made it out so we can get back in and fight and do all this stuff. Wolverine doesn't think this is a good idea at all. Classic Wolverine, dumb, don't want to be a part of this.
Yep.
But somehow Deadpool convinces all these other heroes to just like throw their lives away.
How he does shit like that, I will never know.
Well, it's, And anyway, so then they decide to storm the castle, but not before we sit down and have a little fireside chat. Wolverine's still drinking even more, and X-23 sits down, and they have a little heart to heart. We don't really know if that changes his mind.
I think it did.
Well, obviously it does, but like at the moment in the moment of the story when you first see it, you're like, oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
How's we all think he's gonna show up, but we don't really know how he's gonna show up.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I thought he'd come busting in
later, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so they drive to the Ant-Man, and
to the Ant-Man,
and Blade rocket launches the hands, not before saying, there's only one blade, and there ever only be one blade. And then Deadpool looks breaking the fourth wall, but doesn't really say anything. Just kind of looks
right
squinty. It's great. It's a great moment. Blow up. The guys. Everyone gets out of the car, and then all the bad guys kind of come up, and then we get Wolverine just rolls out of the trunk. It's just like, oh sure.
Why not have him pop out of the trunk?
And then fights ensue.
And it was a long fucking fight too.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on. We get all the Gambit tricks. Blade doing all the knife shit.
Yeah, but where was Blade's sword? I hated him with that machete.
I don't know. I probably because they wanted to switch it up because Wade has swords or Deadpool has swords. I don't know. It's like
maybe.
I don't know. But
maybe.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do like the fact we forgot to bring this up, but like earlier when he's trying to convince them, like we just need the reason they have to storm the they need Magneto's helmet. So he's like, tell me Magneto's alive. no, Magneto's alive.
Yeah.
Tell me you guys have the helmet laying around here. It's like, no, she destroyed it right after. It's like,
yeah, and they're basically in a hoarder house.
Right. I find it funny that Juggernaut still has his helmet. Like she would allow that, but.
Well,
plot hole. We need to have this.
That's your MacGuffin right there.
Yeah, there you go. It's another one. Multiple. There's a lot of them. I mean, it's a comic book movie.
There's quite a few MacGuffins in that.
This movie's not about story or a consist. It's about funny violence. It's about those things and heart. It has a lot of heart.
There's a lot of heart in this movie.
So yeah, they storm the castle. The idea is to get Juggernaut's helmet, put it on Cassandra so she can't do shit.
So she's powerless. Basically, it's a power blocker.
Yeah. So Team Borderlands fights everybody, and Wolverine and Deadpool jump into the skull to confront Cassandra. She dispatches...
She's just nonchalantly drinking tea.
She dispatches Deadpool really fast, and then she finger fucks Wolverine.
In the skull.
Just puts her finger through his skull, and he's reliving all of his trauma. Meanwhile,
all the massive fight is going on down there.
Yeah, all the fight's going on, and X-23. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, the Gambit stuff is really cool. It looks awesome. He's throwing the cars, throwing them, blowing them up. Blade's killing people, shooting people too. He has his guns. Then Elektra does some karate kick. Laura's killing people, and then she finally beheads Juggernaut. Well, she fucking cuts his ankles.
Off.
And he falls over like a tree. It's really fucked up.
Really fucking violent.
And then he's on his knees or whatever, and she just fucking beheads him.
But we don't see that part, really.
We don't really see that part.
After everything else that we've seen in that movie, they don't show that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I have to think that they probably had to at some
Blew their
point.
budget already.
Well, no, they might even have it. It's just like to keep the R rating, certain things had to come out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
probably
Like you
true.
you take the head and maybe she grabs the head and the head falls out of the helmet. It's like it's funny, it's gross, but it's funny. They probably have
Yeah.
it, but like you're just gonna have to wait to see that kind of stuff because it's like it's just
Director's
too much
cut,
for
yeah.
the R rating. I mean, I'm sure they were pushing that R rating, dude.
Oh, I'm sure they were. It had to.
Yeah. I mean, we keep forgetting things. Other things like we forgot, like his initial when Wade goes to the TVA the first time and they suit him up and the fucking guy spanking him and grabbing his nuts. It's just like, wow, Disney really doesn't give any fucks about this. Like he just keeps, and then he keeps doing it. Slap, grab, slap, grab. It's just like, what?
And then after Wade is all suited up in his brand new bright red costume, he's like, I think your tailor's a pedophile.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
It's just like, whoa.
No, he says a predator. Sorry, a predator.
Not a pedophile. Predator, yeah, because Wade's not a child. So then we're back at the thing. She decapitates him, puts the helmet in the bag, tries to jump up, but gets stopped by what mutant is that or person
That's
is that?
Psylocke.
Is it Psylocke? Just a bad Psylocke. Is that who that's supposed to be?
That's the Psylocke from.
We still couldn't get that cameo though. We couldn't. Is that the same
Olivia
lady?
Munn?
Yeah,
No.
wasn't it supposed to be Olivia Munn?
Yeah. She didn't want to return.
Stupid.
That's why the Juggernaut was a different guy, and the Toad was not Ray Park.
But I don't know if you know this, but the Juggernaut is played by the guy who played Guy, Big Guy, and Free Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah. I love Free Guy. That was a great movie.
That's a great movie. One of the first movies affected by the purchase of Fox, because then they allowed some reshoots where they did all the Marvel stuff at the end of Free Guy. Spoilers of that movie. Anyway.
It's been a couple years.
And Star Wars stuff. So at the end, when he's fighting the big guy, he does all this like Marvel and Star Wars shit because Disney acquires Fox, and Free Guy was one of the Fox movie originally. And so, anyway, they even used the theme. I think the Avengers theme.
Yeah, they used they used Captain America theme.
Yeah, because then Chris Evans is in the movie, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Anyway, that's the joke there. For you guys.
That is the big joke there. Yeah.
Anyway, so Laura X-23 gets caught by Psylocke, but she throws the bag into the skull. Wade grabs it. Cut back to Wolverine reliving his trauma.
Getting skull fucked.
Olivia or Cassandra Nova is all like, "Oh yeah, but you can be my blah blah blah, and I have you. I'll take care of you. I have you." And then Wolverine's like, "No, I have you." And then it cuts back to the outside, and the helmet's on her, and Wolverine and Deadpool have her captured. And
yes.
And Deadpool's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill her," and Wolverine's like, "No, you'll just fuck it up." And all this, they're having an argument. Another thing, I guess, the thing we forgot to mention is that Pyro is working for the asshole TVA guy, and he has asked him to kill Cassandra. So he walks in, shoots her like 3 or 4 times,
and he tries to do some exposition.
Yeah, Wolverine knocks him out. It's like, no,
not everybody gets the exposition.
Yeah, I like how in the very beginning, where like when Wade's at his house in his apartment, and they're talking, and everyone's partying. And like the one biker guy, it's like he wants to talk. It's like, nope, can't afford.
No lines for you.
No lines for you. And then it's like, are you improving?
And Pender looks at him like, no, dude, don't.
Don't do that. And then Deadpool or Wade apologizes to what's her name's girlfriend?
Yukio.
Yukio, yeah. He was like, I'm sorry you had to see that, Yukio. She goes and she smiles. It's very funny.
It's okay, Wade.
It's okay, Wade. It's all very funny. Anyway, there's so much. It's just so fast. It's like so much shit going on.
It is. There's so much.
You're gonna miss stuff. Like you have to watch it again. Like if you haven't seen it twice, you definitely, especially if you're a comic nerd. Like I still don't know. I probably saw the Shield, but I don't even register the Shield in my head. I guess I was not paying attention to that. Anyway. So she's dying. She can save herself if they take the helmet off her head, but they don't want to. They're not sure. And then Wolverine has this fucking, this moment of like X-Men-y, like Professor Xavier washes over him. It's like, no, we're gonna save her, because if we save her, she'll help us. I guess
Yeah,
the ultimate idea.
Chuck would have
wanted it.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. She's saying like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna boil your brains and all this crazy shit. She's like, and Wade's like, no, I don't want. This is a bad idea. He's like, and Wolverine's just like, do it. So they do
Let
it.
her go.
Let her go. So they do it, and she is kind of nice about it.
She threatens to liquefy Deadpool like she did Johnny.
She's going to,
but
she
like,
doesn't.
Don't do me like Johnny.
She doesn't.
And then she doesn't, because they spared her.
Right. Then she pulls out this trinket from this magician that she toyed with for a while, and
wore his skin.
And which is fucking creepy. Like, what? So that's a Doctor Strange nod. Oh, I guess this is the second MCU thing. Yeah. This is another MCU thing in the voids. Yeah, because so she has one of the what do you ever call that?
Spring rings.
Yeah, so they have one of those. So she uses that to open a portal, but they only have a few seconds before Alioth comes to devour everybody. So they jump through the portal. And we don't really know what happens to the rest of the crew, because all of them are alive. They're fighting. They're alive. They're watching the guys jump through the portal. Alioth is coming, but we don't really know if they escaped or whatever. We don't know what happens. It just kind of
not yet.
Yeah. So you don't know any of that shit. You don't know whatever. So that's fine. That's cool. We do know that. I mean, I think Blade might have got shot, and I think Gambit got stabbed, but no one got mortally wounded during that fight. So all those characters, standard superhero, injuries. So anyway, they jump through the portal. Fucking Peter is talking about another van.
He's selling the van to the people that Wade was trying to sell it to.
Right, and they, this is the Kia this time. They were in a Honda Odyssey before.
Yes.
Anyway, so they land on the van, and Deadpool says, it feels like a Kia, or some shit like that. It's like fucking, yeah. They get up. Peter's there, and like the kids are like, "Oh, that's Deadpool," and "Oh, that's Wolverine," and
Deadpool tells Peter to clock him out for good.
For good. And they make the joke that you're going to be doing this till you're 90, which is possible.
Yeah, it really is.
We might get a proper Old Man Logan. Anyway.
Well, they kind of teased it, so maybe.
Anyway, they go off to battle, or they're running. The fucking TVA villain sees them and tries to stop them. Important plot thread. Pyro comes back to a lot. He wakes up, and Cassandra and him talk, and
he tells her not to put her fingers.
Yeah,
in his
he'll
head.
just ask. He'll tell. It's pretty funny. And he tells her the whole plan, and so she's now pissed off
because the TVA is not supposed to do anything with the Void.
Right. So she's gonna go over there out of spite and fuck everything up. Very vindictive, simple. What do you call that when you're
single-minded?
Single-minded, but like your motive, a very simple motive. Like just your motivation is now to kill. So they try to get to him and the machine, but he stops them and says no, blah blah blah. And then Cassandra shows up, fucks his brain pretty hard. I mean, he gets it pretty bad, and then fucking drags him off. It's fucking brutal.
Well, that was right before or right after she snapped Pyro's neck.
Oh yeah, she did. The Pyro comes through for some. They use him one last time, and then she breaks his neck and throws him back into the void.
Which was wow. And then she broke his neck by fucking finger fucking him.
Yeah. Yes, this is true. And then she comes through. She talks to the TVA guy, which really means she puts her hand in his face.
She says he's dirtier than Pyro's mind gave him away to be. Who played him?
I mean, I did have it, but I don't. I don't have. Let me see. I can pull up all that shit, I guess. Anyway, so they do that, and then she drags him off.
Drags him down the stairs.
But the guys can't just follow her because she has backup.
She left a portal open that she used to get through.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, we get a massive Deadpool and Wolverine fight.
The Deadpool core. And I thought the Deadpool core was going to be, when they were, I was not expecting an army of Deadpool. That's not a Deadpool core. That's like just a fucking army of Deadpool.
That's an army of fucking Deadpool.
You get the lead off with Lady Deadpool.
No, the lead off was Nice Pool.
Oh, no, you're right. The
Pool.
Dog Pool and Nice Pool come out first. You're right. And they warn them. These are the two good guy Deadpools for some reason in this army of evil Deadpool for some reason, that they're just they're also single-minded.
Yes.
Anyway, so
single-minded. Yeah.
So then Lady Deadpool comes out. She's revealed, and then all these other Deadpools come out. You have just all manner of Deadpools. Yeah. And
so there were 4 special cameos for the Deadpools. Do you know who they were?
So there's Blake Lively. Is Lady Deadpool. Well, I know that the baby and the little kid are Ryan Reynolds' kids.
Do you know what the 4th one was?
I also know Matthew McConaughey is the cowboy Deadpool, and then the Deadpool with the dragon on the crest. That's Welsh Pool from Wrexham. He's I forget his name right now, but he's one of the star players on their team, the team that Ryan Reynolds co-owns with McElhenney. So I do know those ones. I don't know if there are any other ones. There's other funny Deadpool. There's a samurai Deadpool. There's like a cyber. Android pool.
That cyber Android pool was Deadpool 2099.
Oh, is it? That's cool.
Yeah, that's his daughter in the far, far future.
Is the flying Deadpool head? Is that a zombie pool head, or is that just a dead?
That's Deadpool. That's called head pool.
I know it's head pool, but is that a zombie technically or not?
Yes.
Okay, is a head. Okay.
You know who did the voice? Nathan Fillion.
I did see his name in the credits, but I didn't read who he was.
Yeah.
Is there any other one special? There's probably a lot of other ones.
I'm sure. Well, there was one of the Deadpools was a dad whose son was a big Deadpool fan, and his son passed away of leukemia.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So Ryan Reynolds, and the guy has been walking all over England with a Deadpool suit and a bathtub for some reason, and Wade put him in the movie.
That's cool.
Or Ryan put him in the movie.
So then they're having Nice Pool is having a conversation with Deadpool, and they're like hiding behind a car. How's this play out?
They're talking to Nice Pool, and then all the Deadpools come up and they say something snarky. Or Deadpool says,
"Oh, the kid says something shitty like."
If I want your opinion or to hear from you, I'll take it out of Wolverine.
No, if I want to hear from you, yeah, something about that. Yeah. They take the Wolverine's dick out of your mouth and then they just start fucking shooting, right?
Yeah, Uzi time.
Yo, Uzi time, right? And so Deadpool grabs Nice Pool, uses him as a shield,
and then they go behind the car.
And they hide behind the car. Wolverine says, "You did that on purpose." Nice Pool's like bleeding profusely, and he's like, "When are you gonna regenerate?" And he doesn't. He doesn't regenerate. Of course.
and Nice Pool's whole thing is he's pretty, so he doesn't wear a mask.
Right. Then Deadpool just pulls something straight up out of his ass like crazy, like over by the donut.
The donut cart with healing.
Yeah, we'll heal. Like out of a video game kind of fucking bullshit. So he starts running over there with Nice Pool. Well, Nice Pool just starts shooting him up some more, getting shot up some more. They stop in the middle because Deadpool complains that you're not carrying your own weight.
Poor Nice Pool's all
He's
paralyzed.
all paralyzed. He can't do anything. It's pretty funny.
And then Wade is trying to, up talk Nice Pool to get him to go, to get him motivated, and then his head blows
Just
off.
blows up. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So then he drags him over to the donuts stand, and then everyone's still kind of shooting, and then Wolverine stands up with Dogpool, and everyone quits shooting because of the dog. So Wolverine just walks casually across.
Holding the dog in front of him.
Right. And then, like, Deadpool says something funny about Nice Pool, like, he blah, blah, blah. Like, and then Wolverine says, you got him murdered.
He died by murder, you idiot.
Yeah. And then he like pulls up, well, at least I got these two beautiful blah blah blahs to remember him by or whatever, and it's just gold-plated desert
pistoleros.
Yeah, pistoleros to remember him by. And then Wolverine's like, well, okay, well, they put Dogpool down to keep him safe. And then this is where the music gets cued, and they do the slow motion walk out in front of the store that you've seen in the commercial, in the trailer, in front of Liefeld's feet. And then it stops there in the teaser, but then this is the best part of the whole movie, in my opinion. This is like my favorite part. So like, they slow motion walk, and then it kind of cuts to another shot, and Wolverine grabs behind his neck and pulls the fucking mask over his face. And I gotta tell you, Rev, I can't even tell you how like emotional and like overwhelming and just how cool it fucking looked. Just how like. There's been awesome Wolverine moments in X2 when Wolverine fucking defends the mansion. It is fucking awesome. There's I don't know. This trumps all of that. Just this moment of him wearing the goddamn just wearing the mask. Because like now he's actually comic book. Like the idea that the mask would never be cool is so fucking stupid, because it's like instantly fucking cool. That's what I don't know. And so when like Wade is like makes jokes about how what's the wind resistance on those blowjob handles, and then he says like, sorry, I just get really catty when I'm jealous, and it's like it's fact, because like it's the sickest mask, dude.
It
looks sick.
Awesome
it looks
mask.
Fucking sick, dude.
It was fantastic. Oh my god, it was so good.
And I was worried that they were gonna fight, and then it was gonna come off really quick. I love the fact that it goes through this entire sequence with him just wearing the fucking mask. I mean, and then this
he's Wolverine.
He's Wolverine. It's like it is asking about like what why do you wear that now? It's like look, just be like something about murder. I should anyway, it's fucking hilarious. And like I was reading this fucking thing online this morning about like what's the fucking lore behind the mask? What's the point? I mean, it's not like he's trying to protect an identity, and all these people are coming up with all these excuses why he wears the mask. Like, he kills so much. There's so much blood that he doesn't want to, all this stuff. It's like that's not the reason he wears the mask.
He wears the mask to murder.
Well, that's not even it either. No, you got to think that ultimately all these costumes are designed for a visual medium, and you just want to look fucking badass and evil, and like he looks so threatening. It's an aggressive.
Wade does hint on near the end of the movie.
It's just awesome.
It was fantastic.
So then,
Wolverine and Deadpool side by side, costumed up,
and then they go into a pose. He pops the claws. They go into a pose, and then it's just this onslaught of just a one shot. Also, just one continuous shot of murder.
Onslaught of Wade Wilson murder.
It's so cool, and I've watched it so many times. I don't know.
Oh, it's just such a great scene. It really is.
I love it when they get past the taxi, and then the group of Deadpools push him back, and there's like an empty street, and then you see Dogpool run, and then all of a sudden all these limbs just start flying back, and then you see Wolverine pushing and just fucking stabbing, and Deadpool's like hiding behind him. It's like that is 100% what I want to see.
Wolverine.
That's 100% what I want to see. And then it's just a lot of different. There's a lot of inventive deaths, but I love the fact that like Cowboy Deadpool's in the bus and tries to escape, and then Wolverine pulls him down and then murder and just blood splat. Just like, dude, perfect.
That whole bus scene
It's great.
with all the blood everywhere was fantastic.
And then at the end of the bus scene, it comes around to the end of the bus and it's all covered, and then they pop out of the bus and you get a classic Wolverine pose where he's like just like it's just
Snarling, jumping out of the bus,
and his face looks like I probably have a fucking comic book image of that actual pose. And then like how and then Deadpool doesn't stick the landing. So great.
And that's the only thing he's going to be remembered by.
So great, so perfect. I don't know what else about that scene is. I don't know.
Well, did you catch the tribute to Stan Lee?
Did I catch the tribute to Stan Lee?
It was on the bus, on the side of the bus.
Man, did I not? Did I miss that too? I guess I'm just I just lock in on Wolverine. I should like pay more attention to some of the other stuff. I've seen it a million times. What is it? Just like an advertisement?
It's an advertisement on the bus.
That's cool. That's cool.
It says Stan Lee, and I think it has his face. It goes by so quick, it's hard to see.
Oh, I'll pause it. Oh, I saw it literally 5 times.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
You admitted that you didn't see it.
You're right. So I did say I kept watching the ending. I work in a theater, guys. I just had him keep rewinding the film.
They already know you don't work in a theater.
Yeah, that's true too. Anyway, I promise to buy it when it comes out. All right, give me some fucking slack. All right.
Hey, at least he watched it so we could do this episode.
Yeah, that was the main reason. And then I loved it so much I had to keep.
I've watched it over and over and over.
So yeah, then they race down to the TVA where Cassandra.
Wait. All the Deadpools regenerate. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because baby pool starts laughing.
Yeah, because the little baby one starts laughing. It's like, what the fuck? And then it goes, I guess all these ones regenerate. I like how little samurai Deadpool has little baby hands. So fucking crazy. I was hoping I did. Yeah. Anyway, that's fucking hilarious.
And then they're about to square off again.
Yeah, and then in comes Peter Pool
with his giant fucking balls. In his
it's so hilarious. Like. Is that the first time that's ever happened? I don't remember that.
Yes.
I didn't remember any kind of that kind of shit in the other movies.
No,
other movie anyway.
The first time we get to see anything like that.
Geez, just the massive balls. Like I don't even know if he has a cock, but he has 2 giant fucking balls. Like it's fucking crazy. Anyway, so he rides in on a bicycle. He pulls off his mask, and all the Deadpools stop because everyone has all the Deadpools have a Peter in there, and he's a legend, I guess, because of his giant balls.
I guess.
So
I guess Peter is like Bob.
Did they bring Peter into the comics?
Not that I know of.
Nothing. I'm curious. Anyway, so he kind of stops and said, "No, this Deadpool's with me. He's cool." And like Samurai Deadpool puts his little baby hands together. Oh, Peter. It's just so fucking wrong. Anyway. Yeah. So everyone's cool. They all kind of mob Peter. As Wolverine and Deadpool run down
one
the subway.
Of the Deadpool's fists Peter's mouth.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine and Deadpool run down to the subway to stop Pandemonium.
His name is Paradox.
Paradox. They first go to Paradox to get him to stop it.
But he can't. And he explains what Cassandra's doing. She's becoming one with the Time Ripper. And then she's going to destroy all the timelines. Not just this one, but all of them.
Wolverine is threatening.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we didn't mention this. When we saw the Calvorine, Deadpool makes one big dig on DC.
Oh, he does. Those fuckers down the street.
Will treat you better than they would.
Yeah.
That's the first DC dig. And then we get to Wolverine, and he's threatening Pandemonium.
Paradox.
Why do I keep saying Pandemonium?
I don't know.
Anyway, Wolverine's threatening Paradox, and Deadpool is like pretty intimidating with the mask on, huh? And he can even move his head.
Unlike Batman. Did he even say that?
Yeah.
I think he throws Batman under the bus, yeah.
He does throw Batman under the bus.
But,
and then exposition as to how to stop the Time Ripper.
Yeah, the MacGuffin, the thing that we
The
don't know.
MacGuffin.
I'm glad that this
Yeah.
is not. I am also glad that really this isn't like some crazy CGI sequence. Like it's not. It's CGI stuff going on, but it's not like some like massive. It's all very contained. A
Yeah.
little more grounded. So they go down. Oh, they explain that one of them is going to have to sacrifice themselves.
They'll be atomized, and they'll
Atomized.
never come back.
Yeah, because it's matter. It's a negative matter. Positive matter or negative matter?
Antimatter.
Yeah.
Matter and antimatter.
And the monitor's going to show up. It'll be a crisis. The multiverse will never be the same. How wild is it that Marvel has the fucking trademark on the multiverse in the cinema, and yet DC's the one that kind of started all that shit?
That's really fucking ironic.
Isn't that crazy ironic? Like, the multiverse is like, the whole DC universe is built off this fucking thing that happened. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It really is.
We're just going to steal your shit and put it in ours, and good luck.
Yeah. You can't do shit about it.
Yeah. I wonder if there is, like, some, like... Anyway. I gotta think there's gotta be some kind of bad blood there. Anyway.
Well, why do you think we don't get any more DC Marvel crossover?
Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, they go down, then...
We get the argument of who's the more noble one and who's going to sacrifice themselves
but there is a great,
to save the world.
Wade takes off his mask for a second. Wolverine does not take off his mask. Because Wolverine says, let me do this, bub. You know, you have...
I need to.
I need to. Mm-hmm. This is all, everything. And, you know, Wade stops him and says, you know, I've been waiting for this team up for a long time. It's all very, like, heartwarming. It's like, and then, like...
It is very heartwarming.
And then he says, like, you know, in my opinion, you're the best Wolverine. You know,
mm-hmm.
So that's like, oh, it tugs at the heartstrings. It's great. And just as Wolverine's about to go in, fucking Wade knocks him out
with a fucking fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher, throws him back into the room. Wade goes in, locks the door, and tries to start doing the thing. He breaks one side. Huh? Oh, he does a bunch of jokes. He does
the Superman flying.
He does like I'm Marvel Jesus, or maybe Spock. I don't know.
And he does the Spock.
That's very Kirk and Spock. Yeah.
And he does Superman fly.
And he walks down the stairs. He does a bunch of joke. And he's just, maybe I'm just nervous because I'm going to die.
And he walks around while Wolverine is insulting him and calling him an immature baby. And
so
like
he
that.
breaks the thing and he grabs the stuff. And then at this point, Wolverine's fucking just punching and throwing himself against. This is a thing I don't quite get. Like, why don't you just pop the claws and cut the door down? This is something if he can bust the door with his body, it's clearly not adamantium or anything. It's clearly something he could just cut through. So I'm a little like, what the fuck is the point in this?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
It's a little like contrived.
They wanted it to be more dramatic.
They wanted to be dramatic, but they should have come up with something, or maybe, I don't know. It just seems like, I mean, he has these claws that cut through anything. So the door is not a thing that stops him, but I don't know. Anyway, so I had to let that one go. That's another thing that like kind of that actually bugs me more than like this. Everyone's like talking about how the story is just so kind of. It's like the story's fine. It is what it is. The things that's the door thing bothers me more than anything. But anyway, I get it. Exactly what you said. They're building tension to get ultimately. You know, it's not the timer's running out. The percentage is all and then Wolverine shows up, grabs him, pops the claw into the other one. They make the bridge, and for some reason, fucking Wolverine's shirt pops off. Like, Wolverine's clothes don't pop off, or Deadpool's clothes don't pop off, but Wolverine's, I guess it's like contractually obligated to show the abs. And, and it's fucking hilarious because Deadpool like looks at his body, and you kind of see some happy trail hairs.
Yep.
Oh, it's fucking, and he's just like eye winking at the camera, like it's just fucking, it's fucking gnarly. It's fucking hilarious.
It was awesome.
The music, the Madonna song kicks up again.
Oh yeah. we didn't mention that the Madonna song plays throughout the whole
Yeah,
Deadpool
pretty much the
battle.
whole when the slow motion thing starts, and it's not. It's the other thing. Like the song's not on the soundtrack because she didn't want it on the soundtrack. She okayed them to use the song in the movie, but she didn't want it.
Ryan Reynolds went and begged her.
Yeah,
for
they
it.
begged for it, but she wouldn't let them put it on the soundtrack. But they get to use it for this massive extended sequence. So it's I think it's even modified to be part of the score in that. Anyway, it's pretty cool.
It was really good.
So the part I like about this, because they're both their masks on, but the way that Wolverine's mask looks when they're like looking at each other and kind of giving each other the okay, it looks so badass. It's like, it's the coolest fucking mask. It's better than Batman's mask.
It is.
I don't know. I just think it's fucking sick. And he's looking at Wade, and Wade's looking at him, and they're just like, yeah. And then they just start screaming, and things go crazy. But I don't know. I love that. I love it. And then it's like, shit blows up, and I hit rewind. I go back to the beginning when he puts the mask back on. Because as soon, well, no, that's not true. They do the Goo Goo Dolls slow motion walk, and he's looking pretty badass with the mask on there. It's when he takes the mask off, and then it's like, oh, here we are, back to reality.
Yes. Yes. That whole end sequence when the TVA agent is talking to the boss lady, and he's saying that his guys sacrifice themselves and everything.
Oh yeah. And then the Goo Goo Dolls.
And then the Goo Goo Dolls come playing because Wade and Wolverine
survived, and a slow motion walk, and Deadpool just like Deadpool, but fucking Wolverine's all like fucking jacked, but the mask is still on. It's like, you know that's somebody's fantasy. They just want to fuck masked, oily Wolverine. It's like, anyway.
And then Deadpool makes a joke. Put your greasy tits away.
Right. It's pretty hilarious. And not to take it anyway away from the rest of this ending. I mean, I will rewind because I've seen the movie multiple times now, but I will rewind and go back to the beginning. But like this sequence here where the TVA shows up and they want to, they thank them, but they want to send Deadpool back to the voice. Like, no, I'm from here. And like Peter fucking rocks in with his giant pair of balls, and the TVA agent is just like smitten with these giant pair. It's just like, it's pretty fucking hilarious.
It's really fucking hilarious.
And Paradox is like, what the fuck is going on here? It's pretty hilarious.
It was. That the whole scene was great. The whole movie was really well done.
I do wish there was a little more of a breather, because it's like they kind of get. It looks like you're going to be. She's like kind of makes the thing that it looks like you're going to be busy from now on. Is like, and he asks if they can fix Wolverine's world, and she's like, no. I mean, he had to go through that to do this. Yeah, and it's like
basically this is his redemption.
Yeah, this is your. But there's no breather or anything moment to take that in. It's like instantly Deadpool goes, want to get shawarma? And Wolverine goes like, I could eat. And it's just like, that was so abrupt. I wish there could have been a bit of a beat or something there. I don't know. It's very abrupt there. And I was just like, whew, let's get to the end, I guess. But that's a little editing pacing gripe I have. It just, because of that, I get that's a Avengers joke reference, but it like, no. They could have
also said the Avengers discovered shawarma.
Right, but I mean, they made it popular. They didn't discover it.
Well, no, but that's what Wade said, though.
Right. So it's a reference to that. But I'm just saying, like, between her saying the one thing, they should have had a little moment, and then he could have like maybe Wolverine. I don't know. It's so abrupt. It's so quick. Yeah. I'm not like, ugh. But whatever. Small gripe. And then they cut to them outside of a shawarma place eating shawarma.
And we hear a bark.
Dogpool shows up. He's in love.
He loves that fucking dog.
Wolverine says the Avengers would be lucky to have him. Mm-hmm. Wolverine says Deadpool asks him where he's gonna go. Wolverine's gonna say he'll figure it out. They probably won't see each other again. He always figures it out, and then he walks off. But Deadpool decides to make him part of the family. So he calls Logan, and we cut to the apartment, and we meet
Wolverine meets Blind Owl.
And Dogpool, which is funnier.
Motherfucker.
It's like it's like a what a
They didn't give it
armadillo
anything.
that fucked a gremlin
Oh yeah,
angrily.
angrily fucking armadillo. Yes.
That fucker does look like a gremlin. I would have named it Gizmo or something, or like no, what's one of the goofy gremlins
Stripe,
named? I don't know. One of the more. I would have. I'm not. I'm
Stripe,
rubbish.
Daffy, George, Lenny, Mohawk, Brain, Vegetable.
Lenny's a good. But it's a girl dog, so I guess you don't want to name it Lenny.
Well, the girl gremlin's name is Greta.
Greta.
Yes. Speaking of, she's right there.
There you go. Gremlins. Yeah. So yeah. So then they kind of become. They kind of bring this Wolverine into Wade's world, and they're sitting around the table, and
Laura's there too.
oh, we did forget to Wade asked before Wade asked if they could fix Wolverine's world. Wade asked if they could save some of the friends that helped them save this world that were kind of forgotten. So it means that of the four characters, any of those characters could possibly be saved or not. We don't know. So they're just out there. They could exist or not exist. They do bring back X-23 in the movie. We don't get to see Blade, Elektra, or Gambit again. But it's not to say that they weren't saved. It just X-23 is the only one that is at the table. So that's kind of my take. Was that your take? I don't know.
That's my take too.
I don't know if they'll show up again, but whatever.
I doubt.
I think X-23 will probably show up again. I would hope.
Yeah,
I think
well,
she's a fan favorite, so
yeah. Well, she's awesome.
she is awesome. I liked how we forgot to mention this too, but before they do the fight, she puts on the fucking sunglasses from the little kid sunglasses.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
I love that. That's her costume.
It's also funny too. Like that's the other thing. I just like put it together now. I've seen it a million times, but like the backpack.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah,
like
she
the
has her
like in
backpack
Logan,
still.
the whole backpack is the thing. It's her thing. It's like she has it. She's protecting it. She wants it. And the backpack
And it
is
has the X-Men comics and stuff.
Yeah.
In it. Yeah.
That's funny. I just like. You're right. Anyway, I don't know why I just put that together, but oh well. Stupid.
Yeah.
Too much stuff happens in this movie. There's a lot of
Oh,
stuff
God.
that goes on.
There's a lot. And
Anyway,
at the end,
yeah. So at the
they're
end,
sitting around the table, and
Yeah.
Wolverine and Deadpool are sitting next to each other. Wolverine takes Dogpool and tells him to go talk to the fucking girl.
talk to Vanessa.
Yep. And that's pretty much the end.
Pretty much the end. We get some credit. We get this really heartwarming credit sequence where it's all this behind the scenes footage of the old Fox Marvel films. So you got some X-Men, you get some Elektra, you get some Fantastic Four, a lot of Wolverine, a little bit of Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all this kind of, it's set to the song Time of Your Life by Green Day. So it's all this very like, homage.
It's a really good buy. This movie is a really, really good buy
Right.
to the Fox Marvel universe. It really is.
You have a little small Deadpool interview or Ryan Reynolds interview when he did Deadpool in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about how he loves the character. Obviously, that character wasn't well received, but he clearly had a very tight connection with the character that he wanted to see it through, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a little interview with Hugh Jackman when he first, I guess, got the role as Wolverine.
And how nervous he was.
But yeah, it's cool to see all that stuff, and it all kind of. It is funny too, because Happy Hogan shows up in the beginning when he's interviewing for. So Jon Favreau's in the movie as Happy Hogan in the Avengers. Talking, and then they show him as what's his name in the Daredevil. He's talking to Ben Affleck. Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, Foggy Nelson.
Anyway, so it's funny they show that little clip, and it's just kind of cool. It's cool. I don't know. It's like, a lot of those movies weren't the greatest, but it's what we had back then. We had, these comic book movies that we all went to see, and some of them hit, some of them didn't. Some had cool things, but didn't quite work, and but it's cool to see them kind of like remembered and kind of.
Get the farewell.
Farewell and thank you. You held down the fort.
You started this trend, and look where we are now.
And that it's not just that Disney was willing to like do this movie and like not just sweep it under the rug, like
Yeah.
they're still our characters, they're
Yeah.
yeah, and it's kind of cool that they exist in this multiverse type of idea. But it's also
you notice
oh, go ahead.
when Deadpool was talking to Hogan in the tower, that the picture of Tony Stark and Peter Parker.
Oh yeah.
Peter's all covered up by that helmet.
Oh, that's interesting. Sony probably didn't want to sign off.
They
on
didn't
it.
want it. They didn't want it in there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's also a weird helmet to choose.
The kid's helmet from Iron Man 2?
Is that the point of it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. That's
there
is a real helmet behind him.
Behind Happy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes better sense. You're right. You're right. It is the kid's helmet from that movie. Okay. All right. I thought it was, for some reason I was thinking it was weird at first, but then they were talking about masturbating with this Hulk hands. And
Hulk hands.
And that was pretty funny. There's so much stuff in this. There's just so much stuff.
Right. Yes. And then at the very ending, did you watch the end credits?
So let's see. Yes. When Johnny Storm is saying, "Let's see what really happened," and then he does a camera, and Wade's looking up at the camera, and then it comes down.
Egging Johnny on.
And then Johnny just fucking does that. All the stuff that Deadpool says in the movie, fucking Chris Evans is a fucking champ, dude.
He really is.
He's a fucking champ. It's fucking hilarious. Gargle on those juggernuts or whatever. That fucking line cracks me up.
Yeah. And then she can lick my cinnamon ring.
Oh yes, it's fucking hilarious. Like when Deadpool says it in the movie, it's funny, and Johnny's not saying it. But when Deadpool shows up at the end and says, "Let's see what really happened," and he says it, it's even funnier for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't expect to hear that from Chris Evans.
Well, not only that, but his kind of New York accent he's using.
Yeah,
it just sounds way more aggressive.
It really does.
Like he really, like Deadpool wasn't lying, like on it. Like it's just funny. I don't know. It's great, and that's the kind of stuff that Chris Evans doesn't really get to say. So it's got to be fun to having played Captain America for so long. He's like Boy Scout. I mean, even Johnny Storm to a lesser degree is kind of a Boy Scout. So it's just kind of
a little bit.
So I could see where he'd be jaded being in the void for so long and just want to skull fuck her or whatever. It's just like wild. It's just funny. It's great. And the fact that Marvel allowed all of this is super cool. Even all the jokes at Marvel, like how the multiverse, all this shit's not, or like when Wolverine and Deadpool are at the TVA and he's like, "You're joining us on a very Marvel on a low, at a bad time."
Yeah.
It's just like all these little stabs at everything. It's just like, and obviously it's paying off. I mean, it's the highest grossing rated R movie. I think it passed the Passion of the Christ. We finally got Marvel Jesus over real Jesus. Finally, Jesus.
Finally, yes.
Finally. Number one opening for a rated R movie.
Oh, God. In 3 days, when I was up in Seattle, I looked at how much that movie made. In 3 days, it made $400 million.
I think
worldwide.
I think the domestic is 2 something, and then the worldwide is like 444. It's already Anyway, it has like the 8th best opening overall.
It's amazing how good this movie did.
Some other fun things, like it was funny during when the teaser dropped and Wolverine was in it. Obviously, Wolverine being in the movie, and like Wolverine was the longest running 24 years of being the longest running Marvel character. But once the movie opened, Blade took that crown as being the longest running Marvel character apart, because now he's a part of it. He's played the character for so long that he's now taken which is kind of cool for him.
Good for Wesley Snipes to take that title.
I've seen some interviews with him too, and I think he's really grateful and excited for it. He didn't think it was going to be possible, and when he got the call from Ryan Reynolds, he's like, "If you're in, we're in. Like, it's just up to you." And he's like, "Well, yeah, sure." Well, he wasn't sure how it was going to work, and so when Ryan told him about it, he's like, "Yeah, I'm in." So I think it's just cool. And he had and he's like right back in the character, dude. It's like literally just like, that's the Blade, dude.
It's like that Blade never left.
Exactly. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I mean, we could argue about Gambit. I think Gambit Channing. It's fun, but I think he sticks out like a sore thumb. He just doesn't quite work for me. But
I think that Channing Tatum wanted to play
sure,
Gambit so bad,
right.
and when Ryan called him,
Right.
he was like, "I have to."
Well, they're friends. I think.
Yeah, they're really close friends.
But and it's cool. It works. It works within the Deadpool movie because Deadpool's kind of a dick to him.
Yeah,
which is cool. But I just think, man, if I were to do an actual X-Men movie, no. I'm glad we got to see this.
I love Channing Tatum. I do.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He's a great actor. He's just...
I think he's too short. He's too thick. Like, I
don't think he's too short. I think he's the right height for Gambit. But he's too thick.
I think he'd be a little taller. I think he'd be a little... I mean, that's all movie magic. He could be shorter or taller. It doesn't really matter. I just think he needs to be lankier. I think the hair needs to be a little more aggressive.
Hair needs to be a lot fucking bigger.
Just anyway.
Yeah.
But the overall look, they pretty much nailed. I just
love the costume. The costume was so cool.
I wish it was a little more worn. It's pretty clean looking. I wish it was a little more jaded, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's all like personal bullshit. I don't know. What else should we I mean, at an hour and 35 minutes, I think
we've covered the whole fucking movie.
Well, that was the point.
Then the whole time that we were doing that.
Oh, hey, by the way, guys, spoilers.
Let's put that together.
Oh, wow.
We were talking about the movie.
Little Batman.
Yeah.
Little Batman. Lego Batman. That's cool.
While we were talking about that, that's what I was building.
I'm sure there's stuff we've missed.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
Obviously, we've talked enough about it, I think.
Yeah. I think this is our longest episode.
Let me see. I could check that on the internets. Is it our longest episode?
I think so.
Let me see. 35 out of 35.
More water.
Yes. It beat our original longest episode was our first episode, The Resurrection, at an hour and 22.
The Resurrection, like the most recent Resurrection,
no.
Or the second or the first Resurrection?
The resurrection of this version of the show.
Oh, okay.
Of this version of the show. Yeah, we've resurrected a couple times, but this is the proper reboot. This is the 616 version.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, are you still good to go over some news quickly?
Yeah, let's go over a little bit of news. I'm in my kitchen now, so I'm filling up water bottles.
I can tell you're in your kitchen. If you watch this on YouTube, you will also notice we're in the kitchen. So as San Diego Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con was at the end of July, last week. A bunch of news came out. Also, one of the reasons I wanted to watch the Deadpool Wolverine because they did a panel of that movie and all the people were on it and they just started talking shit about the movie. So which is weird. I usually don't care about spoilers. Anyway.
But this was a big, important movie for both of us because I think we talked about every Deadpool movie on this show.
We've talked, but also just how much the characters. I mean, you're a huge Deadpool fan, and I am a huge Wolverine fan. It is my favorite
Wolverine
character.
Fan.
Yeah. And I heard that it doesn't matter. Let's talk about other stuff. What kind of stuff? Do you want to talk about everything or just certain things?
We can talk about whatever. I don't care.
What did you think of the James Gunn's DCU kickoff, Creatures Commandos? What do you think of that trailer? Do you see that trailer?
I saw the trailer and I wasn't really that pleased.
Yeah, it's such a weird property to choose. I'm not.
As the launch for it his DCU.
It's interesting.
I don't know.
It's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
What else? Boys are getting a prequel series.
Yes, with Soldier Boy.
You excited for that?
I actually kind of am. I like Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy.
Okay, cool. I kind of quit The Boys.
Really?
I just
Why?
don't care. I
Just
don't know.
because you don't care about it anymore?
It was fun, and then it just, I don't know. I was ready for it to be over, I guess. Kind of like the comic book.
Well, the next season is the last season.
I know. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched the last couple seasons, so
Oh, all
I don't
right.
know. I just lost interest in it. I hate things. I hate things that people like.
No shit, really? I've not known you for what? Almost 20 years now?
Except
Didn't know
Deadpool. Except Deadpool and Wolverine.
that. That is true.
I don't know. I mean, we got the Penguin trailer, which I actually think looks pretty good.
The Penguin does look really good.
I might have to.
We did
watch
get a
that.
Joker Harley movie or trailer, and I don't want to watch that.
That movie's interesting. It has some. It looks cool. Like visually, it looks cool. I don't know.
Visually, yes.
I don't know if oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I like some like that shot where like he's through the mirror or the window and he's like she puts the lipstick on the window and it's a Joker smile. I think there's some cool shots. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the first movie. So
I didn't either. I did not like it at all.
I liked it fine.
I didn't. I didn't like it at all.
I just think
something about that movie bugged me.
It's empowering the wrong type of people, and I guess it's
maybe that was the point of it.
Well, they compare it to Taxi Driver, but in Taxi Driver, spoilers, he's gonna kill a politician, but he doesn't kill the politician, and instead he ends up killing a pimp to protect Jodie Foster, who's a prostitute, an underage prostitute. But he kills this pimp and to save her. So he's a bad guy, gonna do a bad thing, but he ultimately does a bad thing for a good reason.
Okay.
Joker has nothing to do with that. Joker is just fucking shit up.
Bad shit crazy.
So like to compare the films in tone they're similar, but like the messaging it's totally different. Anyway,
I don't know. I like Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I just did not enjoy the Joker.
Anyway, I'm excited for the Penguin show. I hear it's supposed to lead right into the next Batman, supposedly the next Batman film, which I'm excited for. So I'll watch that probably, see how it is. It looks like DC's Sopranos, so cool.
That might be good.
We got
my water bottle. God damn it.
Your fucking water bottle. We got Captain America, Brave New World. May give us some Eternals closure.
Yes.
Do we think
we might get adamantium in the Marvel Universe now too?
Well, technically, we already had adamantium in the Marvel Universe.
Well, yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
But they mine that the Celestial is where they're going to get adamantium from.
Actually, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
None of Deadpool Wolverine actually takes place in the Marvel Universe. 616. No. Except the part with Happy Hogan.
Yes.
All right. There you go. You're right then.
Yeah,
no adamantium in 616. Yet.
Not yet.
Cool. They're going to finally do something with that aborted fetus sticking out of the ocean.
Which they've never done anything with. Like, that's the biggest fucking plot hole in the world right there. Like, okay, let's kill a god, but do nothing with it afterwards.
I mean, we aborted a god.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Go back and listen to that episode, guys, if you don't want to believe that abortions are legal. All right.
God damn.
Here we go. Big one. Russo brothers officially return to Marvel to direct new Avengers movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars. Also, Downey Jr. is playing Dr. Doom.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you're the more opinionated of both of us, so
I actually don't mind it. Here's the thing. If it was any other directors, I would have a cause for concern. And while I agree that Downey Jr. is going to be getting paid an exorbitant amount of money that he probably doesn't need, I mean, I heard he's made $500 million off the MCU already. He's probably likely to make close to that with these two movies. Mm-hmm. But having the Russo brothers back, in the Russo brothers I trust. So, like, you know, they did Winter Soldier, they did Civil War, and then they did they did Infinity and Endgame.
Endgame.
All those are fucking hits. All those are 4 fucking banger films, dude.
Yes, they are.
If they have a vision and they want Downey Jr. to play Doom, I'm in. I'm cool. If this is what's going to happen, if they have plotted out a way to make this work, then I'm fine with it. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I don't want it. I don't want this. I don't want that." It's like, you know what? You guys got to separate. At some point, the man babies, the man childs, have to separate themselves from the comics. You know, I have to separate myself from the comics sometimes too, as being a huge fan. And like, this is its own universe. Yeah, it's the 616 universe, but it's the 616 film universe. It's not the 616 comic universe. Like, if we were to exist in the 616 comic universe, it's just way more maddening. You know. So
yeah,
I'm gonna give them the benefit. They've had 4 bangers. They haven't had a miss.
Really no.
I'm gonna trust. So that's where I'm at. It could be bad. It could be bad. But I mean, I'm gonna trust.
It's the Russo brothers, and just like you said, I have to trust them because they can't do wrong. Every movie they've ever directed is amazing.
Also, it's the same writer writing these 2 Avengers movies that wrote the previous 2 Avengers movies. So I mean, it's.
Then how can you go wrong with that?
I gotta hope that there is a plan. I gotta hope that we're getting back to the old school way. We're, setting up some stuff. It's gonna be, but I could be wrong. I mean, you think in Doomsday, Doctor Doom. I mean, you got to think that Fantastic Four are gonna play a huge part in that. Obviously, we got a little tease of the Fantastic Four. Obviously, it started shooting, I guess, the other day, supposedly. So yeah. We got some new footage and some interviews with them. So you got to think that Fantastic Four are gonna play a big part in the lead up to this Avengers movie.
How can you have the Fantastic Four without Doctor Doom, or Doctor Doom without the Fantastic Four?
And I'm curious. I mean, they announced Doom for these 2 Avengers movies, but is that Doom in this Fantastic Four movie? Does he show up at the very end? Are they going to be fighting the Mole Man? What are we doing here?
I think what they're going to do with Doom is the same thing they did with Thanos. Just introduce him slowly.
Slowly?
Yeah. I think so.
So you think in Fantastic Four they deal with Kang? What do you think they deal with?
Well, they're not doing Kang. The multiverse is dead. They're not doing that anymore.
Well, I know, but you don't think they have someone else play it, or you think they're like totally just
they're done. They're not doing it. They're not touching the multiverse.
Just totally walk away from it. That character existed but doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're not going to recast Jonathan Majors.
I would have recast him. I think I would have recast him.
I would have too. But they don't want to. They don't want Kang anymore. They're going to go with Doom. Because remember, one of the Avengers originally was the Kang Dynasty.
Right. That's true. And now we have Doom. Secret Wars was always going to be one, right?
Yeah. Secret Wars
or at least we thought it was. Was Secret Wars always announced, or we just always thought it was?
Secret Wars was always announced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Doom is just replacing Kang.
Yes.
Ultimately,
yes.
Gotcha. I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about Downey Jr. playing it?
I was skeptical at first, but then I read that it was the Russo brothers, and I'm like, well, if it's the Russo brothers, like you, I was like, fuck, they can do no wrong. They've had 4 amazing Marvel movies. Let's see what else they can do.
Do you think he's a variant, or do you think he's just of this earth? What do you think they're gonna do?
I think he's a variant.
You think he's a variant?
I think they've hinted that he's a variant. He's not from.
I think so too.
Cinematic universe.
Because I think because my understanding, all the rumors is that Marvel's going after Tom Cruise really hard to play that his variant's Tony Stark.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're trying to get Tom Cruise to play Iron Man, and he exists in that world where Tony Stark is Doom and Tom Cruise is Iron Man.
That would be kind of funny and fun.
So I don't know. There's a lot, but Tom Cruise could still bail on that. He's not even said. He's not even responded. There's just like a lot of rumors that that's heavily being, but like that's expensive. Holy shit, Tom Cruise ain't cheap. Downey Jr. ain't cheap. That's gonna be one of the most expensivest movies ever made, dude.
But they got the Disney money, whatever.
They got that Disney money. Anyway, it's wild. I mean, those movies are so far away.
Yeah, we have like 7 years before we see Secret Wars, and then Doomsday is like 10 years from now.
So like, what do we like the next? What is the next? It's Brave New World, right? And that's not till
next February.
Next February. Yeah, I thought it was May. Is it February or is it May?
It's February.
Is it February? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the next action. I guess we have a show. We have Agatha's, whatever. I don't care about that.
Adventures of Agatha, whatever it is.
You gonna watch it? You probably watch it just to see.
I might watch it just to see.
Have you watched all the shows or no?
Yeah, I've watched it every
so
one
far.
Of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I care about it, but it looks fine. I don't know.
I haven't seen any trailers for it, but I'll watch it.
Oh, there is a trailer out for it.
I know.
Okay.
I haven't watched it.
You try to be not non-spoily?
I'm trying to be as non-spoily as possible.
So how do you feel about this Fantastic Four being called First Steps? I don't know.
We don't need another Fantastic Four origin story, so...
We've heard that it's not, though.
Yeah. So I think it might be good.
But I don't like the name. I don't like the name First Steps. It's dumb.
I hope they change it. That doesn't sound right.
First Family. Or just
First
Fantastic...
Family would be...
Or just Fantastic Four is fine. I don't know.
Yeah, or just leave it as the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I'm curious about the Fantastic Four movie. Did you? Supposedly some of the test footage leaked. Did you get to see any of that? I didn't get to see any of it, but
I didn't see any of that either. No, I was skeptical at first when they announced that
Pedro Pascal
was going to be Mr. Fantastic, but it seems like it's going to be fine.
I'm not worried about that. They usually do pretty good on their casting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Harrison Ford replacing for Thunderbolt Ross is It's fine. It's funny. I mean, how much money are they paying Harrison Ford? Because I know Harrison Ford hates being in these types of movies. Like I think it's funny that he is doing it because he didn't really ever like being in Star Wars. He's like a curmudgeon, but maybe curmudgeon that's Thunderbolt Ross. So I don't know. Maybe it works.
Well, he was asked while he was there at Comic-Con, why did you choose to be in a Marvel movie? You said you don't like him. And he's like, I'm getting paid a lot of money.
Right. Exactly. But that's always his answers. So at some level, I got to think he enjoys it, and he's just being a dick.
He's just being a dick.
He's just being Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And I'm also curious how much did he actually do any of the mocap on Red Hulk, or is there someone else doing that?
No, it's all him doing mocap.
You say that. I don't know.
He said that in the Comic-Con.
Oh, he said that. He said that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Not until I see it with my own eyes.
Okay. Okay. He said the mocap was the most ridiculous thing he's ever done.
Yeah, I bet. Anyway, Red Hulk, that's interesting. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I think that'll be kind of neat to see how they do him, if they explain his backstory.
What are they doing with Red Hulk right now in the comics? Is that even around right now?
I haven't seen him in the comics in a while. But I don't read any Hulk comics. I don't really care for the Hulk.
But during the whole Hulk stuff, when all the Red Hulk stuff, like Red She-Hulk and all that shit, that was all over the stuff. That was like that was in Avengers and that was everywhere.
Yeah.
Now it's just all kind of died down.
Yeah, now there's just Hulk again.
What else is? I mean, that's kind of the big stuff.
Yeah, they didn't really show much or announce much with the DC universe.
DC? Huh?
Yeah.
The Penguin was pretty much it.
Penguin and the animated series.
I guess Superman. I mean, Superman's done filming.
Oh, is it done?
Yeah, done. I mean, it's got to go into post and editing now, but like, so it's done. So that's probably. It's probably what. Well, when did the Thunderbolts come out?
Thunderbolts? I have no idea when Thunderbolt comes out.
Is that before or after Brave New World?
I think it's before.
No, but we haven't seen a trailer for it yet, though.
Then I don't know.
Brave New World has to come out first.
You're the one with the computer in front of you.
I don't know.
You can look these things
Kevin
up.
says the Mystery War Remain. It's in 2000. It's coming out sometime in 2000 next year. So I'm gonna guess it's after Brave New World.
Yeah, probably after Brave New World then.
Are you excited for Thunderbolts?
I think Thunderbolts has potential.
You're a big fan of the book, though.
I did like the book, yeah, but I think it has potential.
But it has nothing to do with the book, really.
No,
the characters are all mostly. Are there any characters from it?
Red Guardian
is
was
the
in
only
it for a
but the
little
only
while,
one?
and so was White Widow.
Oh, okay.
But that's really it. Oh, Winter Soldier led the team for a little bit too.
Oh, here. Theatrical debut of Thunderbolts on May 2nd, 2025. So it comes out May 2nd.
Now, is it a movie or is it a...
It's a movie.
Is it a movie? I thought it was a series.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, okay. So May 2025. All right.
There's no way then that Brave New World comes... Brave New World has to come out... When does Brave New World come out then?
Brave New World comes out in February.
They're going to back-to-back that shit? No way.
They've done it before.
Brave New Marvel. You're right, February 14th.
I told you.
Thunderbolts can't be coming out then. I wouldn't do that.
Well, it's not you. It's Marvel and Disney.
Thunderbolts film. Okay, no, it says initial release is April 30th. But the other thing said May. So, May 2nd, April 30th, those are pretty close. So, whatever the Friday is, probably.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Back to back.
That's not that back to back. That's 3-4 months in between. 2-3 months in between.
February, March, April.
Or May.
May, but beginning of May. So that's like, I think that's kind of nuts. Are we not? I wonder if those are the only two Marvel movies coming out that year, though. Probably.
I think that is. I think they're slowing down on their releasing.
Unless Fantastic Four comes out at the end. It'll probably come out in 26.
Probably beginning of 26.
Anyway. All right. Well, this is your 2-hour episode of Milkman and Reverend.
I'm out of things to talk about.
How you been though? You doing good? And you got the new Batwing Legos we saw.
It's not new. It was on sale at Target for $18. So.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You gonna hang it up? Hang it from the ceiling?
I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. Yeah, I've got a bunch of aerial vehicles that I need to hang up.
What you need is like a bright ass light that it can sit up in front, and then it casts a shadow of the bat on the wall. That'd be sick. Anyway, you have to get like
some sort of spotlight. Yeah,
some kind of spotlight. But yeah, any other new toys?
Nothing really. No.
Nothing really. Chill.
No. It's been kind of slow with toys.
I've been bad. I haven't been reading anything. I said I was going to read a bunch of stuff, and then I haven't read jack shit.
Of course. I've been reading all my new stuff, and I haven't even started all that Prime shit that I got when we went to the comic shop.
And you never will.
Well, I'll read it eventually, but I haven't read it yet.
It's funny. Yeah, we went to the comic. Rev and my friend Gabe, who does Blank as a Fart podcast with me, we all went out for a day and hit up my local comic shop because they have killer 50-cent bins. And we bought a bunch of comics. It was good times.
It was fun. That's a really big, really nice shop.
And they just like put a bunch more in. Yeah. So we'll have to plan a trip in a couple months or something, just to see if I can get Ryan to come out. He likes to buy comics.
Why not?
Yeah. All right. Well, good episode, Rev. We really talked it out.
We recapped the whole fucking Wolverine Deadpool movie.
When it does come out, what we should do one of these days when it comes out is we should do a commentary. Didn't we do a commentary on Mortal Kombat way back?
Like the original Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, the movie. Yeah, not the. Didn't we do a crappy commentary where we just sat there and like talked shit about Mortal Kombat?
I think we did.
We should
Long
do
time
it.
ago.
We should
Like in
do,
the original run of the
right,
our
right.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
We should do
so
we
long
should
ago.
do we should do Deadpool Wolverine commentary. That'd be fun.
We can, yeah, that would be fun.
There was also talk of us re going through all the Transformers one time. Remember that? All the
Oh
movies.
yeah, I remember
Let's
that.
go through all that Michael Bay shit, baby.
Uh, do you want to do that?
I don't know. We'll think about it someday.
I'm gonna watch all the Planet of the Apes movies that are on Hulu right now.
I was gonna go watch. Well, I started. I was gonna go through all the X-Men and Wolverine stuff. So I started watching the first X-Men. I finished watching the first X-Men movie, but then I just never got around to starting X2. And I'll probably. I mean, I want to start watching those again because I haven't seen them in forever.
It's been a long time for me too.
But they still stand up. It's still pretty good.
They're still pretty good movies, yeah.
Until you get to the ones that aren't.
Yeah. Until you get to X-Men 3.
X-Men 3, X-Men Origins Wolverine, some clunkers.
X-Men Wolverine.
It's rough. I like the Wolverine.
You did? I didn't like it.
Oh, I like the.
I didn't like when they cut off his fucking claws.
Well, yeah, it's weird, but the ending of the movie's weird, but I like the whole movie up until the ending.
The whole movie up to that, yes, it was really good.
Like Silver Samurai is such a bizarre
giant
choice. Like as a robotic mech is
a mech, a fucking mech. Yeah, that was dumb.
It's a very Hollywood choice.
Yeah,
but
yes, it was.
For the most part, I like that movie. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. We're done. We just get out of here.
We're done.
All right, bro. Well, it was a good talk.
It was
2 hours.
a good talk about
Epic. The longest
one movie.
episode. You can find our podcast on all the podcast platforms. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us, we're just Milkman and Reverend. We just do comic-y geekery, and we hope you enjoy it. We fuck the pony so you don't have to. Yeah, no?
Yeah.
Pretty much sums it up.
That pretty much sums it up. I had nothing to say to that.
It's like, what did you... Ian, shut up, dude. What did you just say?
Yeah, just whatever. Keep going.
All right. Well, Rev, it's good to see you. Good to chat. I'm Milkman.
Exactly, yeah. I'm Reverend.
And we will catch you guys in about a month, probably.
Yeah,
Later.
bye, guys. Wow. We got the whole fucking movie here in a show.